It's time to find out who is the better iPhone copycat as we pit lookalikes in our latest phone off. Mabuhay Manila, you got Drew here from ManilaShaker.com and join me in comparing the Samsung Galaxy C5 versus the Oppo F1s. The Samsung Galaxy C5 gets points for covering the back in aluminum, making it a better iPhone clone, so to speak, compared to the metal meets plastic build of the F1s that fails to try to do so. Placed side by side, the C5 is thinner, smaller, and sleeker compared to the chunkier, larger, and slightly thicker build of the F1s. The C5 handles pretty well, especially for smaller hands compared to the Oppo F1s. Suffice to say, the Samsung Galaxy C5 wins this category. It's no contest in the display category as the Super AMOLED on all and any Samsung phones will outshine the F1s by a couple of nits and a few hundred pixels. The F1s will be sporting a subpar 720p screen even for a mid-ranger, compared to the 1080p saturated and bright counterpart on the C5. The Samsung Galaxy C5 wins this round. The main camera housed at the back of the Galaxy C5 packs a 16-megapixel sensor set at f1.9 aperture. This will mean clear daytime shots and reasonable low-light images. This is compared to the performance of the F1s. Though rocking a 13-megapixel sensor with good daylight shots, it struggles a lot in low-light scenarios. The Oppo F1s will take over the competition, however, touting its 16-megapixel selfie shooter over the 8-megapixel front-facing camera of the Galaxy C5. Both phones will not have optical image stabilization and neither units will max out at 1080p for video recording. For overall camera performance, the Galaxy C5 will bag this category. However, when it comes to selfie shooting, the Oppo F1s will take the bag. Running Samsung's contender will be the latest TouchWiz UI based on Android Marshmallow 6.0, which is a full update ahead over the dated and skinned Lollipop version of the F1s that screams iOS copycat. Managing the C5's performance is an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 617, 4GB of RAM and an option between 32 and 64GB of storage, giving the Galaxy C5 an edge over the dated MediaTek 6750, 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. Either phones will require moderate graphics settings for demanding games and apps, especially for the F1s that will struggle and stutter a lot. The Samsung Galaxy C5 bags this category. As per our full review, the Galaxy C5 will suffer in the endurance department as the 2600 mAh battery pack will only provide 3 hours of screen on time compared to the 3075 mAh counterpart of the F1s, which will last about 5 hours of screen on time thanks to the less demanding display. The Oppo F1s will bag this round. The C5 will be blasting tunes via the bottom-firing speakers with average audio clarity and decent volume, which is about the same story for the F1s. Either phones will lack high-resolution audio playback support. It's a tie for this round. Finally, valued at 17,990 pesos, it's well worth the upgrade for updated specs, better camera, higher performance, and overall experience compared to the 12,990 pesos for the F1s that's not even future-proof by industry standards. The Galaxy C5 is attractive despite looking like its competition compared to the F1s that tries to do the same but fails by quite a margin. If you want to see more comparative reviews, don't forget to click that like button and share in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel to get the latest in tech or visit ManilaShaker.com. If you have questions, you can hit me up on Twitter @Kinuhit. Once again, this has been Drew. Mabuhay, Manila.